A few days ago, Sarah Ingham teased something huge. She teased something massive, and I don't mean her belly. Swear to you, this is the next big thing. The next big entrepreneurial thing. Even using Esme as bait for those who wanted to buy their product. They launched this incredible new coffee brand. Sarah Ingham said, over a year in the making, we launched in September, which has been so exciting for us behind the scenes, and now it's kinda time to share with you guys, and we are feeling kinda excited about that too. Comment below and let me know your perfect kinda morning. Have you watched tonight's vlog yet? We're going to get into that in a second. She also said, we've been working on this very special project for the last 18 months or so. It's been live and available now since last July and going very well with some incredible feedback, even though nobody knows about it. It's doing so well. If you are a coffee person, or even if you are not, you will want to check out the Kinda Collective. We know that our coffee is so good that anyone trying it will be hooked for life. And that is exactly what you want, people to be drinking caffeine and getting addicted to it. That's how you make the big bucks, isn't it, Sarah? All our coffee has been handpicked and taste developed by the Kinda team to bring you something completely new and very special. So, the Inghams have gone down the coffee addiction route, which is great. They are very coffee connoisseur like. So they put out the video, the ads. It was special.
It's definitely not for everyone, but this is 100% my kind of life.
And that's what you want, isn't it, when you're trying to sell a product to your customers, your potential customers? Telling them that it's not for everybody, it's not for me anyway, and it may be not for you, and the price point may put it out of the league of most of your potential customers, so it's not kind of like for anybody there either. I'm sorry. But that's not exactly what you want, isn't it, when you try to sell something, is to say, oh, it's not for everybody. You want it to be for everybody, Sarah.
Delicious. Guys, it's time. It's time to share the secret. It never really was intended to be a secret. But it kind of just ended up going that way.
Obviously, the best way to sell a product is, in fact, keeping it a secret. Everybody knows that.
It's time to share. So we've been working behind the scenes for over a year, maybe even 18 months, on a little project that we are extremely passionate about. And this has taken up quite a bit of our time behind the scenes, and it's time to share it with you guys. So let me introduce you to the Kinda Collective. You're probably thinking, what is the Kinda Collective?
Oh, you know me so well, Sarah. I was indeed wondering, what exactly is the Kinda Collective? I can't wait to hear your take on this, in fact.
So let me elaborate a little bit more. The Kinder Collective is a coffee brand that is based around kindness. The Kinder Collective is a brand all about putting kindness back into everything we do, every interaction we have.
Sounds like a good idea. A very good business brain that you have there, Sarah. But has this kindness thing filtered through to your ever-loving husband, who I saw just on the very vlog that you're talking about, calling people clowns and things? I'm just saying that maybe that's not quite the level of kindness that you're heading for, but...
As you guys know, we as a family do enjoy coffee. I wouldn't say I'm a massive coffee drinker, but I do enjoy 1 cup a day.
Don't put yourself down, Sarah. 1 cup of Nescafe per day is enough, more than enough, to judge exactly what people want in a cup of coffee.
And Chris really enjoys coffee. The older girls do enjoy coffee as well. So this is something that's been really, really exciting for us as a whole family, trying out all of the different blends, making sure the one that we put to our name was the perfect one.
When you say the one that you put to your names, you haven't put anything to your name. None of it is in your name. It's not connected to your name. It's not connected to any of the girls' names. It's just not. It's in fact, you kept it a secret, didn't you, since launch, because you wanted to sell as many as you could.
And it was really important to us to make sure that our brand was based all around kindness. And I just can't think of anything better than going for a coffee with a friend, chatting, listening, and just being kind.
And does this coffee with a friend and being kind extend to family members, such as your grandparents and things like that? Or is that not in the remit of the kindness philosophy that you've got going on there?
And we actually launched this incredible brand back in September. So we've already been up and running for quite a few months now. I think we're almost coming up to 6 months next month. And we have had the most incredible feedback. We genuinely couldn't be happier with how things have gone. I know that some of you guys have also tried it. You guys found us and have tried it. You've given us feedback and it's just all been so wonderful.
I can't even keep a straight face with that one. I'm sorry, the iFam have somehow stumbled across this new coffee that it didn't know was from the Inghams. They stumbled across it just randomly, because they've done such great work in the marketing thing, right? And have purchased it in their dozens, and they've given you great feedback because it's such a brilliant brand and lovely and everything like that. Except for nobody knows about it, Sarah. You haven't advertised it. It's nowhere. Nobody knows about it. It's not going great guns right now, which is why you've taken it to your vlog now, because you need more sales.
So we currently have 4 different blends. My Kind of Morning, which I think is probably one of my favourites. We also have My Kind of Moment, which is this one right here. We have My Kind of Decaf, which I know is Esme's favourite. And then we have a special one, My Kind of Wingmen. So when we were in the process of creating My Kind of Collective, it was really important to us to not just bring out a brand without any meaning. Like, it was super important to us to bring out a brand that had meaning behind it. And honestly, I can't think of anything more meaningful in this world right now, where it's often not the kindest place to be. Let's be real.
I know, right? It's not that kind, is it, this place that we live in, unfortunately? You've got bloody influencers coming after me, left, right and centre, You've got your husband going after, kids on the internet, trying to get them to strip and go swimming with him. That sort of thing. It's such a... I know how you feel, Sarah. I do.
To just encourage people to be more kinder.
More kinder. Okay, then. I'll take that on board. I'll be more kinder. Who wrote this script? Seriously, was it you, Chris? Was it you? You wanted to chuck Sarah under the bus, did you?
In everyday life, I know that small acts of kindness can actually change the world, but they can change someone's world.
You know what also changes someone's world, right? Is when a barely 16-year-old comes to you, Sarah, and says your husband tried to get her to strip for him, and you block and then call out her mental health. That is the level of kindness you were aiming for, is it? I mean, that would change somebody's life, not for the better, obviously.
And I think it's really important to encourage kindness wherever we can.
Agreed. Which is why, henceforth, I shall not give up in the pursuit of requesting that you make a full public apology to the kids that you slated for coming forward about your pervy husband. Is that fair? Is that fair to say? In the spirit of the kindness, I feel like that's a good thing, isn't it?
And then, as you can probably tell with the name of the blend, My Kind of Moment, My Kind of Morning, we also want to encourage you to live your own kind of life. So however you want to live your life the way you want to live it. Find what works for you, find what you enjoy, and go with it.
That's just another excuse for her to say, we're going to do whatever we want to do and you're not going to stop us. We're going to put our kids in danger. It doesn't matter. You're not going to stop us. That's what she's saying right there.
So more about the Kind of Collective. It's really exciting. Like, honestly, it's been so fun to create something from scratch.
No, don't worry, guys. It's not Chris and Sarah in the back garden of the manor growing coffee beans. What they're actually doing is they're using a company such as one of these. It's called a white label coffee company, and basically what happens is they can choose their own blend. They can actually make their own blend of coffee. That is actually true, and these companies make it for them, and then they order it when they get an order, and it's like that. We don't have any Chris or Sarah interpretation of blending coffee beans in their back garden.
And we've had so many discussions sat around the family table at meal times, at dinner times. We'll call family meetings, or one of the girls will call a family meeting, and we'll all run downstairs and we'll talk about this idea, or an idea we've got for a new blend or a new product or a gift basket that we can put together. There's so many ideas and fun things that we're going to be doing with Kind of Collective. And
so I find it quite interesting how you sit round the family table and have family meetings in your little boardroom, right? With you, Chris, and all the girls, presumably, having discussions about it, when in actual fact, the problem with that is you're leaving out a very, very large player in your new business, aren't you? If you're having board meetings around the manor house table, because not just your own, the owner of the Kinda Collective Limited business is none other than this guy here, Terry Campbell. Tessa would be a little bit distraught at the fact that important decisions are in fact being made between you and your clan without his say-so. I'm not quite sure what family meetings, what boardroom meetings you're actually having if you're leaving out the CEO or the actual owner of the business itself. I would have thought he'd need to be cut in on what's going on there, over there at Ingham HQ, I guess. But fortunately, he is not the only owner. Well, he is the only director of the company. But Chris Ingham is actually noted down as a person with significant control. He owns 50% of this business, so it is actually his business, for those of you who are a bit concerned that they're just jumping on a bandwagon. They're not. It is actually Chris's business, part shared with Terry. And as you can see here, he has 50%. Terry also has 50% as well. But interestingly enough, the parent company of Kinda Collective Limited happens to be this one, Collective Holdings Group Limited. And this is a company which is also owned by good old Tezza. And Terry happens to be a 50% owner of this one. Is it going to be Chris Ingham this time, who is the second owner, the director? No, it isn't. It is in fact Stacey. Of course it's Stacey. Stacey has to have a share in there somewhere. She is a very, very silent owner, right? She's right there in the mix. Now, it all pieces together. If you don't know who Stacey is as in Stacey and Lottie, who are the infamous IFAM, who clung on for dear life to the Inghams many years ago. The Inghams surprised Lottie on her birthday, and then Lottie became friends with Esme, and the rest of it is history. Yes, it is. They have become friends ever since. So IFAM, Stacey and Lottie, and Terry is Stacey's partner. So it all pans in together there very nicely, and that is where everything all comes together. The question is, though, who else is involved in this startup here? Because it can't surely be just Stacey, Terry, Chris and Sarah. Sorry, Sarah's not even a part of it, is she? She's just the muse, isn't she? But apparently they are not the only ones who are involved. So this was posted on their Instagram back in October, and they've said right here, we thought it was time to introduce the team behind Kinda. Over the next few weeks, you'll get to meet everyone. Kate, Kevin, Terry, and our other furry mascot, Dexter. For now, this is Fred. He encapsulates everything Kinda. Always happy, full of life, with a thirst for adventure. A kind of soul you will never meet. So this is the team: Kate, Kevin, Terry. Those are just three of them, though, isn't there? They've missed off there Stacey. They've missed off Sarah, Chris, Isabel, Esme, and Isla. Altogether, I count 9 people on the team. Right, 9 people. But Chris, Sarah, if you're having board meetings. So who is Kevin and Kate? These are the 2 mystery people behind the Kinda Collective brand. Well, this one here is Kate. She posted on the 24th of September of last year, proving again that this business has been up and running since at least then. She said, any avid coffee connoisseurs in my midst of friends, I've been working on a project since March to create a coffee brand called Kinda, working with expert coffee roasters to create a range of coffees, 3 blended and 1 single origin. The ethos behind us is to do everything a little bit kinda in the way we do business, encouraging moments of connection while savouring a cuppa and giving back to charity and community projects. That's right, love Kate, love. My Kinda Wingmen is our first collaboration. 10% of our profits are donated to their important work supporting men and their mental health. So the 10% that they are giving away to organisations, charities, collaborations and community projects and things like that, after the 9 people who work for the company are paid their wages, because absolutely yes, right, you've got Terry and Chris who are 50-50 partners, right, then you've got Sarah who's working, must be paid, by the way. Kevin, Kate also must be paid because they're not partners, but they are on the project. They would be expecting wages too. And then not forgetting Isabel, Esme, and probably Isla as well. And they will all need paying. So once they've all received their wages, part of the profit, how much is 10% or 50 pence? Anybody?
We feel like now is just the perfect time to share it with you guys. 10% of all profits from Kinda Collective go to community projects, and also all of our coffee products are sent out to you completely and utterly fresh. They don't sit on the shelf for months on end waiting for sales. They're roasted in very small batches so that they're sent out to you as fresh as possible.
I love how they put a positive spin on the way that they produce these, or the method that they have these products sent out to people. Like the merch that Chris did recently. Oh, it's ethical because it's printed on demand, so there's no waste, etc. And this one is it's made in small batches. The reason it's made in small batches is because there's only going to be a certain amount of people ordering that product at one time, so they have to make them fresh. That's the way it works. That's the business model that they chose. I'm not saying it's a bad business model, right? Many people do it, so good luck to them. That's what I say.
And when I say this is the nicest coffee you're going to taste, I genuinely mean it. In fact, this happened to me when we were going through the testing process. I would love for you guys to actually have whatever coffee you're using at the moment. We were using Starbucks, and I think we had some Costa coffee as well. My mind was blown. Like, I was not a coffee, what do you call them? Connoisseur? Is that the right word that can be used there? Probably not. But when I smelt...
As you often do whilst being in that tiny van environment on the road every day.
Our coffee, this smells like coffee. The Starbucks and the Costa smelt like burnt, overwhelming burnt smell. It is insane. I would love for you guys to let me know what you think in comparison. So smelling this one and then smelling a bigger brand, and letting me know how shocked you are, because I was literally blown away.
Were you literally blown away? Ain't no wind in the world blowing that thing away. Not with those stumps anyway. You use the same usage of literally as your 15-year-old child does. I wonder why that is. Both homeschooled at the Inghams School of Excellence, no doubt.
That just smells like pure coffee bean. Anyway, there you have it. The secret's out. We have our own little Kinda coffee business.
Again, the Inghams taking all the credit there. We have our own coffee business. It's not yours. This is not just yours. As Chris had to quickly point out after this vlog, he said, "Hey guys, firstly, thank you so much for the love and support and orders of our new Kinda coffee. I just wanted to mention that this is a collaborative product that has multiple partners, all of which have collectively more than 20 years in the coffee business. Now, the partners... That's kind of untrue, isn't it? Because the only actual partners are Terry and Chris, because they are the two that are actually on the business. Terry is the 100% director, and Chris is a stakeholder, 50% of the stake. Yeah, those are the actual only two. Stacey could say that she's part of it as well. The rest are just employees, so aren't they, Chris? Employees, not partners. But I noticed how you had to quickly backtrack there because you were taking all the credit. Did Terry get on the blower straight away and say, "Oi, Chris, I heard you on that vlog tonight and I was not happy about it"? I want some of that credit too, you know, because it is their business, probably their business before your business. But there you go. More their business than your business. Probably. He goes on to say this isn't just something that Sarah and I came up with solo in our kitchen. The blends are super special and we 100% guarantee that if you try it, you will be hooked. That's a bit of a statement there, given that it's caffeine and you don't want people to be hooked on it. But there you go. Remember the old Pringles ad? Once you pop, you can't stop. This coffee is on that level. Why? Why is he comparing it to the Pringles ad? Extensively researched and tested by experts, roasted to order so you always get the freshest and best taste. It's been established into the business world with corporate clients since last July. Except, I don't know. And we have been slowly opening it to the individual home orders over the last few months. So we are very happy and proud of it. Well, that's quite a turn up for the books. My guess, right, because a lot of people are wondering why they're only talking about it now, right? It's been open since last July and there's been no mention, even in the previous posts by the company, no mention of Chris and Sarah's involvement whatsoever. And I'm thinking that the reason they're talking about it now is because since last July, orders have been a bit thin on the ground. And Chris said, "Hey up, Tessa. Hey up, Eltel, right? I know where we can get a bunch of gullible people, approximately 1.35 million people, to actually go and buy our crap right now, and you know, let's put it out to the public. We don't really want people to know we were behind it because, you know, people are a bit mean on the internet, right? And they're going to report us, and more specifically me, because, you know, I happened to mention that I wanted to go skinny dipping with a couple of 16-year-olds back in the day, and I just thought it was a joke. It was only a joke, Eltel. I was only joking, and I didn't really mean I wanted to go skinny dipping with the 16-year-olds, but they took it seriously, goddamn them. And ever since they've been reporting me left, right and centre, and I do not appreciate it. But yeah, for that reason we didn't want to go public with our name. But unfortunately it's the only option now, Eltel, and we have to go ahead and try and get those very vulnerable IFAM on board, because otherwise we're sinking quicker than the Titanic, in it, Eltel. Oh, come on, let's give it a go. And unfortunately, Tel, you're gonna have to be a part of this, and you're gonna have your name associated with a child botherer, isn't it? But you know, it is what it is, right? Let's give it a go anyway. He goes on to say there are lots more products to come, including hot chockies, teas, you name it. Our roasting partners that create the bags of coffee orders and ship them to your doors are a long-established business that has been roasting coffee for over 100 years. That's a long time. Is it Tel and his wife, Stacey? It's partner, isn't it? It's not wife at all. Sorry, Tel. Partner, Stacey. Have you been doing that for 100 years, have you? So when we say this is premium quality, we mean it. All responsibly sourced, plus 10% of all sales go to charity that the business is supporting, which change every few months. Right now they're supporting the Wingmen, and has been supporting that since they started, so not every few months really, is it? Plus local community products, all of which can be found on our website. That's the kind of way. You can check out our coffee here at kindacollective.co.uk. Thank you all so much for the support on this special venture of ours. You're welcome, Christopher. You're welcome. I haven't yet placed my order, but I will. right? Please don't cancel it. Seriously, you have a penchant for cancelling my orders whenever I fancy, an honest review. Anybody would like an honest review, and yeah, but no, not you. What the hell? Not really happy to have my money, are you?
So like I said, all of our coffee is roasted on demand and will come completely fresh to your door. You can have ground coffee or you can have beans, whichever you prefer. It comes in 3 different sizes, and you can order a standalone product, or quite a few of you guys have already set up a subscription where you will get a discount on your coffee.
Set up a subscription for 50p discount it is, by the way. I can't wait for that. What the hell? So you think that lots of us guys have already set up subscriptions? Is that what you're saying here? Who are these people? Carol, is it? Carol? I noticed that she's changed her Facebook banner to coffee beans. Is it? Seems a bit weird, but there you go. Whatever floats your boat, Carol. Was that what the party was for at Christmas, New Year, to try and sell like an Avon thing, right? You know, they come along, bring their wallets, and you bring your coffee. Were you actually selling to the guests at your party? I seriously, I can't anymore. Can't.
I am going to leave a link in the description box down below so you guys can go on over, check out our website, hopefully order some of our gorgeous coffee, and honestly, we're so excited to see what you guys think of it. So the website is kinda with an A, KINDA, collective.co.uk, and you can use code WELCOME10 for a discount. I'm so excited to see what you get.
Loving the name, kindacollective.co.uk. I hope nobody purchases the .com of that. Oops. Anyway, I did go and have a look at their website just to check it out, just to see what was occurring. Welcome to the Kinda Collective. Oh, it sounds very exciting. It does, exciting. We're more than just coffee. We are a movement. Indeed, they're a movement. Our journey began with a simple yet profound idea to create a space where kindness reigns supreme. From our suppliers to our team and awesome customers, we strive to make every interaction a little brighter, a little better, and a lot kinder. Is that a very lot kinder, by the way? So they are selling My Kinda Morning. Start your day with purpose, ethically sourced, freshly roasted coffee. And then you've got My Kinda Moment, I can say movement then, smooth and balanced for those in-between moments. And then you've got My Kinda Decaf, full flavoured decaf, because your coffee, gear cat or cat, great coffee, I can't fucking read it, great coffee doesn't have to have caffeine. Then My Kinda Wingmen, coffee that connects, supporting mental health, 1 cup at a time. This is their big selling point, where they give 10% of their profits to charities or community projects. It goes on to say, My Kinda Wingmen, our Ethiopian matcha jimma is a coffee with character and cause, opening with rich earthy depths that dance with bright citrus notes. More than just a remarkable cup, every bag supports men's mental health through our partnership with wingmen.org.uk. Well, let me see then. There's an issue here. I had a look on one of their blog posts, and it happens to mention about this event that they went to see recently. So on February 6th of this year, at Kinda Collective, our commitment to community goes far beyond financial contributions. Last night, we attended a charity networking event with our partners at Wingmen. So on the 5th of February, Chris Ingham was, in fact, attending a charity event, which was, where was that at, Christopher, again? Well, this according to Terry. Last night I attended attended a networking charity night at the Leeds Mercure Hotel in Bramhope, run by the BNI Yorkshire, North Derbyshire and North Lincolnshire, where I made some great connections in the evening. But one of the highlights to me was hearing the great work of the charities, most notably Jamie. And this was where it was at the Leeds Mercure Hotel, right? In Leeds. That's right. It was in Leeds, Christopher. Were you in Leeds on the 5th of February? Maybe you came back from the Arctic or wherever it was you was. Maybe you came back, you know. But given that it's such an important business of yours and such an important part of that business is giving 10% of the proceeds to charities, and yet you miss one of the biggest events of the year in your business, that just doesn't scream committed, does it, Chris and Sarah? It doesn't scream committed at all. Now back to the website. You've got join the Kinda VIP club. Sign up to our completely free members club to gain access to all the latest news, deals and discounts before they go on sale to everyone else. So I want to be part of the club, Chris. I want to be part of it. I want to be part of something. Nobody ever makes me part of anything. Nobody ever makes me a part of any club. I want to be a VIP of your club, not the club that you have. Obviously, you know, you've got your special friends for those sorts of clubs. I don't want any part of those ones. What the hell, no. It goes on to say the Kinda Collective. At Kinda, we're here to inspire you to take care of yourself by drinking caffeine, both physically and mentally. Both of those are a no for caffeine. Idiots. Whether it's savouring a perfectly brewed coffee or finding a moment to reflect in the midst of a busy day, we're here to help you create moments to remember. Info at kindacollective.co.uk. We might be fueled by coffee, but we do occasionally sleep. Don't worry though, we promise to get back to you within 24 hours. Thank you very much, Eltel and Chris, and Sarah, and Kevin, and Kate, and Isabel, and Esme, and Isla. Can't forget the little people, can you? What do y'all know? By the way, Esme has actually posed on their Instagram for a picture with the cups, so she is officially on the payroll, being paid for that picture, isn't she? As the influencer that she is, being paid. Isn't that right, Chris? You're paying her, are you? Paying her in coffee, maybe. Now, as Sarah previously mentioned, they have had so much excellent feedback, including this 5-star review. I think this is the best coffee I've ever tasted, said Chris. And then we had delivery was very efficient and the coffee is fantastic. Great flavour, very smooth, says Nick. And finally we have I love my Kinda moment with its smooth chocolatey finish, says Stacey. Those are the 3 reviews as mentioned on their website. So I thought, well, they've got 5-star reviews. Let's look at all the rest of the reviews on Trustpilot. Kinda Collective has got 3.2 stars, but only one review, which was a 1-star, so I don't know why it's 3.2 anyway. This one review read as follows. Ethos is kind for these known bullies. Can't decide if they are giving 10% of sales or 10% of profit to charity, so why trust a firm that has no idea of those legal implications or differences? Also, giving money to mental health charity and talking about ethos of the company is kindness, despite the company directors being well-known online bullies, regularly offending and insulting people online daily. Also, why would anyone want to deal with company directors that have dubious allegations of such unhealthy nature? I await my trial coffee, which I am sure is just a basic drop-shipped blend. So that wasn't the best of first reviews, was it? But prior to that one review, which happened like 2 days ago, there hadn't been one single review from all these many people who have allegedly bought your coffee. It doesn't seem to be very popular, except for Chris, Nick and Stacey. Those seems to be the only ones that enjoyed a cuppa from you. So I thought I'd revisit their website, and something struck me as a little bit interesting. On the description of this one, it said, a masterfully crafted blend combining 5 exceptional beans from around the globe, including Monsoon Malabar, Sumatra Lintong, and Ethiopian Mocha. Right, so 5 blends from around the world, but they've only mentioned 3 of them. All right, why are you gatekeeping the other 2? What are the other 2 beans that you've chosen to use in there? Why is it such a secret? I've asked around. I know a master barista, right? And I've been told that it's not normal to just gatekeep your your blend of coffee. It's not normal. It's like people want to buy a coffee. They want to know what's in that coffee, right? You don't say, right, here's a product. I'm not going to tell you what's in it, but trust us, it tastes nice. That's not how it works, is it? On the product, it also says, start your day with purpose, ethically sourced, freshly roasted coffee. Now, I looked around their website. There's very little that mentions about why it's ethically sourced, what is the ethically sourced process, or anything like that, right? You'd think that if that was one of their selling points that they'd mention that on the website. They don't. So I thought, I need to ask them. I have to ask them the question. So I emailed them. They got back to me pretty quickly and said, thank you for the email. Our unique coffee blends are a closely guarded secret. Why? Why? Why are they closely guarded? So why are you keeping everything a secret? I'm asking you about your ethical practices, right? Why is it ethical? Why is, what's the process and what's in your product and stuff like that, right? But why is it a secret? It's a closely guarded secret, guys. Can't ask those sort of questions, can you? Why would you need to know what's in a coffee bean, or what coffee beans and what process they've been through? My guess here is that they don't know, all right? They don't know, so it's a secret. They don't want people either knowing or tracking it down, or that they just don't know what it is, right? That's the reason. But that's just stupid. Know your own business is what I say. Know your business and then you'll do well. But bloody hell. It goes on to say it's crafted with care and precision. However, please rest assured that we adhere to the strictest guidelines when it comes to our coffee buying, ensuring ethical sourcing from a wide range of farmers, including small and family-owned farms that prioritize sustainable and fair trade practices. In addition, we also ensure that our suppliers adhere to fair trade principles, providing fair wages and working conditions for their workers. That's very important, obviously. This not only supports the farmers but also contributes to the well-being of their communities. So yeah, that was quite an interesting response that I wasn't expecting. Now, the Kinda Collective on Instagram, Coffee with Purpose, 10% of profits go to community projects, fresh roasted speciality coffee, building my kind of life through kindness. Yes, indeed. Let's take a journey through our coffee collection, starting with my kind of moment, inspired by travel and freedom to create your own moments. Of course, that is probably Chris has made sure that there's one relating to travel and things. Moments that connect you with yourself, friends and family. We've created a deep and powerful blend of beans from Africa, Asia, with the Monsoon Malabar bean. Yeah, but we're not privy to knowing what else is in there as well. This incredible blend evokes flavours of toffee, chocolate and spice. A great all-rounder perfected with bespoke grinds for cafetiere. filter, AeroPress and whole beans.
Yeah, it's been a cool day today. But yeah, I'm so excited as well that we finally let you guys in on the Kinda Collective. It's something that's taken up quite a bit of our time behind the scenes, but we've been really excited about it. So it's really cool. It's been going so well. We've had incredible feedback, way better than we could have imagined.
From who have you had this feedback, Sarah? Chris, Nick and Stacey, and the only genuine feedback was a 1 star 2 days ago. So I don't know.
The girls have absolutely loved being involved. And the Kinda Collective's not just Kinda Coffee. For those of you that don't love coffee, there is new things coming very soon. But definitely go and check it out. There's loads of information on the website, all about the blends and the notes and things that are in the coffee. And all of the other things that I mentioned before, like the 10% of profits going to... Everything that I mentioned earlier on is all on the website, basically, more information. So go and check it out and let us know what you guys think.
Oh, here's what I think. I think that last segment is indicative of how much Sarah knows and is involved in the actual business, right? At the beginning of the video, she was doing it off a script, so she was confident in what she was saying, all the facts and the figures and everything else. She was confident about that, but at the end there, she was doing it off the cuff, and she did not have a clue. She should know her figures, guys. If you've watched Dragon's Den, know your figures and know what you're talking about on your own business. She didn't have a clue. She was like stumbling over the words and then said, well, we'll go and check it out if you want more information. It's all on the website. No, you should be able to reel it off, Sarah. Reel it off. But no, you could not do that. And that is why she doesn't know what she's talking about. Now, there's 1 or 2 comments. Well, actually, it was most of the comments in that vlog was about the coffee. This person said, fab vlogs, excited. New journey with coffee, may have to get in and order some decaf. I was drinking it with you, Sarah. Stay safe. When were you drinking it with Sarah? Oh my god. And yet Sarah replied, it's so good you won't be disappointed. But I'm a bit confused, Sarah, because apparently that person knows you and she was drinking the coffee with you. So you don't recognise it, or her, you don't recognise her. It's a mystery, isn't it? That Sarah doesn't happen to remember somebody who apparently was drinking it with her. They had coffee together, apparently. Anyway, they're so cute. Well done. That was a comment on a picture of Esme, in actual fact. I'm not quite sure what she was referring to as being cute. Was it the coffee or the or Esme, in fact? So I don't know. This is my favourite comment. How much is shipping to Scotland? It's the same as shipping to Wales, probably, and maybe even to England or even to London. Who knows? Who knows? Surprise them, right? How much is shipping to Scotland? Like it's a separate entity. It's on the other side of the world. It's Scotland, didn't you know? Oh, shit. I shouldn't say that. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm being a bit mean here, right? I'm being a bit mean. Sunny, I hope it's sunny in Scotland for you. There you go. This person said, it's a shame your replies don't echo your brand's marketing of being kind, calling people clowns and using the laughter emoji to laugh at people when they don't agree with your opinion, or saying that the coffee is expensive. That isn't kind, and one day it will catch up with you. Poor appearance. If a stakeholder in a brand that wants to be known for being kind, I think you need some customer relations lessons. That's a good idea, actually. I think that's a very good idea to give Chris customer relations lessons. The next one was Sarah's sales pitch This family are the opposite of kindness. I would agree with that. But popular, the most popular of pandas is back. Not on my channel, they aren't, unfortunately. Sorry, guys, but he has been banished to the realms of obscurity where he belongs. Says, what says you? The one that makes comments just to be unkind, you actual goon you are. That's not very kind, is it, Panda Poppy? And Sunny Scotland is back with what is drop shipping. Saw someone said it is, but I don't understand it. And another one, here's an idea, buy one for your nana. I'm sure she would love some of that kindness you are talking about. Oh wait, that's a very good point actually. Where is Nana in this whole, be kindness, giving a cup of coffee to a friend or family member sort of situation, left behind? Maybe she'll have to have a cuppa with Katrina. Do you reckon? Maybe Katrina will have a cuppa with her if Sarah and Chris can't be bothered, I guess. The next one is, Sarah, I am going to buy the coffee tomorrow. Places the order tomorrow, Sarah. Sarah, I'm going to place the order tomorrow, Sarah. Okay, Sarah. Listen to me, Sarah. Sarah. Going to place the order tomorrow. That person's a little bit insistent. This is the sort of person that is ordering from their business. The people that they have had to resort to getting orders from in the end because they haven't been able to sell it elsewhere, obviously. And Sarah, or Chris, replies, thank you so much, as they shout back. You won't be disappointed. Well, they might, but, it's by the by, isn't it? Congratulations on your new business. Hope all goes well. Thank you for sharing. You're welcome, Paula. Thank you so much, Paula. They had to shout it. I didn't say it loud enough, clearly. And I can't wait to try it, Sarah. I am so excited that you guys did this. I can't wait to order some. Yes, coffee, please. Oh, I'm sorry. Come on, guys, come on. Thank you so much, Pamela. We promise you won't be disappointed. There you go, Pamela. You have the promise of Chris and Sarah. Wishing you the best, but it's a bit pricey for me, and shipping is steep. So this person's not happy. Not going to pay your prices, Chris. But Chris had to reply and said, hey, sorry you feel like that. I can promise, though, that the pricing is exact same as every other brand in the market. Roasted, fresh, and delivered to your door. We literally make zero money on the shipping. That's all the courier's costs. But again, it's the same as every other coffee brand in the space. This isn't meant to be cheap tasting coffee. Oh no, you find on a supermarket shelf on offer. It's premium taste, but certainly not premium price. Yeah, you better get it then, haven't you? Can't get the connection, kind and coffee. Wonder the people making it are receiving kindness in wages. Well, I'll have you know that they are. And Chris replies, the connection is about taking a coffee to a friend and giving them your kindness in your time, or someone struggling, etc. But it's more about the fact that it's more about the fact that 10% of the sales go to charities that the company is supporting and local community projects too. Full details on the website. There wasn't really, actually. Also, the people making it are based here in Yorkshire, and they are paid the going rate. Well, that narrows it down. I know exactly which company you're using then. Christopher. I do. I know it. Oh. Slagging Starbucks and Costa, what did they ever do to you? And then Chris replies this. He says, try our coffee, then come back to me and ask again. You'll know what? And he's laughing. That's kindness for you. That's what being part of kinda does to you, isn't it? Makes you a bit like Chris. Anyway, wish you all the best with your new venture, but I certainly won't be rushing out to buy based on the fact that you only drink 1 cup per day. couldn't possibly know much about the coffee business when you don't even really drink it. That's what I was thinking, even though I love them. And just because Sarah drinks only one per day does not speak for the full family. Also, this business is not ours solo. We have partners who have many years in the coffee business, so you can rest assured these blends are premium and very special, much like yourself, Christopher. Very, very special indeed. Oh, it's just too much for me. This is gonna have to finish soon. How much? How much? I'll stick to Nescafe. Not gonna be ripped off your coffee. Nescafe, brilliant. I'm sorry, Deborah, but this is not Nescafe. This is premium coffee, but it's also about the same price as your Asda bought Nescafe. You should try it. It will be the last time you buy Nescafe for sure. For sure. Sure. And Hannah says, should have had Isabel, or should have given Isabel a share of it. She's the true coffee lover in this operation, isn't she? And Chris replies, Isabel does. We'll talk more about this in another video. Does Isabel know? Does she know? She doesn't have a share in the business. It's only you and Eltel, isn't it, that has a share in the business? All the others are pawns in your little game, isn't it, Christopher? So yeah, that's basically the kinda collective kinda thing, right? So yeah, they're into the coffee business. I think we'll end it there, to be honest with you. I've had my laugh and my giggle, and I hope you've learned one or two things throughout the course of this video. Now, if you have appreciated the effort I've gone to, because there's been a lot here, please give it a massive thumbs up, comment all of your thoughts about it down below, and subscribe to this channel if you are new. Now, the more eagle-eyed of you will have noticed that my channels have done a switch again, right? So all the family vlogging, child exploitation type videos are now going to be on this channel. The other channel is now going to be dedicated to true crime. So if you want to watch true crime videos, you're going to have to go over there, and you will notice a name change, right? A very big name change. So you're going to want to go and have a look at that. There is so much going on over there, it's untrue. So go and subscribe to that channel and watch a few videos, and yeah, flip between the two. Thank you all so much for all your support on whichever channel, whichever platform you choose to support me. It's been amazing. I'm still here. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. And Chris will keep taking you down. All right. Good luck with your coffee, I guess. All right. Until next time, have an amazing day. Take care of yourselves, and bye-bye.